Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. I often think that the night is more alive and more richly colored than the day. If you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. I put my heart and my soul into my work and have lost my mind in the process. The more I think about it, the more I realize there is nothing more artistic than to love others. I dream of painting, and then I paint my dream. For my part, I know nothing with any certainty, but the sight of the stars makes me dream. What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? I am still far from being what I want to be, but with God's help, I shall succeed. The way to know life is to love many things. I wish they would only take me as I am. There is no blue without yellow and without orange. There may be a great fire in our hearts, yet no one ever comes to warm himself at it, and the passers-by see only a wisp of smoke. Love many things, for therein lies the true strength, and whosoever loves much, performs much, and can accomplish much, and what is done in love is done well. The fishermen know that the sea is dangerous and the storm terrible, but they have never found these dangers sufficient reason for remaining ashore. Paintings have a life of their own that derives from the painter's soul. As we advance in life, it becomes more and more difficult, but in fighting the difficulties, the inmost strength of the heart is developed. A good picture is equivalent to a good deed. The best way to know God is to love many things. In spite of everything I shall rise again, I will take up my pencil, which I have forsaken in my great discouragement, and I will go on with my drawing. Conscience is a man's compass. Love always brings difficulties, that is true, but the good side of it is that it gives energy. Even the knowledge of my own fallibility cannot keep me from making mistakes. Only when I fall do I get up again. One must work and dare if one really wants to live. If one is master of one thing and understands one thing well, one has at the same time insight into and understanding of many things. I experience a period of frightening clarity in those moments when nature is so beautiful. I am no longer sure of myself, and the paintings appear as in a dream. It is not the language of painters, but the language of nature which one should listen to, the feeling for the things themselves, for reality is more important than the feeling for pictures. Do not quench your inspiration and your imagination. Do not become the slave of your model. How can I be useful? Of what service can I be? There is something inside me. What can it be? Poetry surrounds us everywhere, but putting it on paper is, alas, not so easy as looking at it. An artist needn't be a clergyman or a church warden, but he certainly must have a warm heart for his fellow men. When I have a terrible need of, shall I say, the word religion, then I go out and paint the stars. I can very well do without God, both in my life and in my painting, but I cannot, suffering as I am, do without something which is greater than I am, which is my life, the power to create. Those Dutchmen had hardly any imagination or fantasy, but their good taste and their scientific knowledge of composition were enormous. If boyhood and youth are but vanity, must it not be our ambition to become men? I see drawings and pictures in the poorest of huts and the dirtiest of corners. It is better to be high-spirited, even though one makes more mistakes, than to be narrow-minded and all too prudent. Painting is a faith, and it imposes the duty to disregard public opinion. It is good to love many things, for therein lies the true strength, and whosoever loves much, performs much, and can accomplish much, and what is done in love is well done. I dream my painting, and I paint my dream. Be clearly aware of the stars and infinity on high. Then life seems almost enchanted after all. And then I have nature and art and poetry, and if that is not enough, what is enough? I don't know anything with certainty, but seeing the stars makes me dream. Normality is a paved road. It's comfortable to walk, but no flowers grow on it. I put my heart and soul into my work, and I have lost my mind in the process. Close friends are truly life's treasures. Sometimes they know us better than we know ourselves. With gentle honesty, they are there to guide and support us, to share our laughter and our tears. Their presence reminds us that we are never really alone. The sadness will last forever. If I am worth anything later, I am worth something now. For wheat is wheat, even if people think it is a grass in the beginning. Art is to console those who are broken by life. I am seeking, I am striving, I am in it with all my heart. If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere. Great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together. I want to touch people with my art. I want them to say, "He feels deeply, he feels tenderly." I try more and more to be myself, caring relatively little whether people approve or disapprove. The heart of man is very much like the sea. It has its storms, it has its tides, and in its depths, it has its pearls too. I am always doing what I cannot do yet, in order to learn how to do it. It is with the reading of books, the same as with looking at pictures. One must, without doubt, without hesitations, with assurance, admire what is beautiful. The beginning is perhaps more difficult than anything else, but keep heart. It will turn out all right. It is looking at things for a long time that ripens you and gives you a deeper meaning. The above are the life wisdom quotes for this episode. Which quote is your favorite? Please leave a comment to tell us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you next time.